Crystal Lynn.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Sylvia.
Oh, that's right.
I'm here with my sister, Jenny. Wait, that way.
It showed the other way on my screen, but who knows?
Okay.
But you're there for me.
However we go.
Yes.
All right. I've got this all set up. And I can share links if we need to. And everything. So, hi, Sylvia. How are you doing? And Dana's here. And Lynn Hi. And Lisa. Hello, guys.
Hello, Dana, Lisa, Lynn, Sylvia. So good to see you.
I'm so happy you've decided to join us. Hello, Monica. We are having a Sister Saturday.
Yeah.
Hello, Kim and Rachel and Gina.
Oh, yep, Regina too. Yep. Hello.
Pearl is here.
Yeah,
you're Lisa in California too.
Said hi from someone else said, not Lisa. It was Lynn is also from California.
That's right.
I know it's been forever, Dana.
Some of us have gone to sleep since then.
Yeah.
Hi, Carol. I'm glad you're here. That would be nice if we could do a big chat, like a Zoom session or something.
Yeah.
Hi, June. I'm glad you're back.
June.
Hi, Tina. Oh boy, 2 days in a row.
2 days in a row. This is good. I was a little worried that going at a different time might, have too many people miss it. So this is good.
Too busy. Hi, Beth. I'm glad you're here too. Oh, this is so great. It makes me so happy when y'all come in here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so fun. What are we up to? What a great question.
That's a great question.
What we are going to do is when I went to visit my sister, I packed up some things that I found in my stash. Just some beads and maybe a focal that I thought might be fun to play with or be a good project or something. And I made up little surprise bags for my sister. They're all wrapped up. And she is just opening up one every month. And she's got her May bundle to open up today.
Yep.
You know what, Dana? I might get more people.
That's true.
Some folks who don't stay up until midnight beating. Yeah. Hi, Julie. So Jenny's going to be opening up her package with us.
My Seester stash.
Yeah, Sister stash. I didn't include any medals in the little package. Oh, I'm glad you watched it today. That's great. Hi, Barbara. So let me add Jenny's mat to the stage.
Same.
She's got all of these bundles here.
So I'll set aside the ones that are not yet.
Right.
Let me adjust where I've got. There we go.
I'm wearing that. I'm wearing the bracelet that I made last night. Because why not?
Yeah. Oh, and this is the bracelet from the Serpentine and Prenite set. I actually wore this for Dana. She wanted to see it on. She wanted
Mom's
to see
here.
it on. So I wore this set for tonight.
That's right. Because Dana wanted to see it on.
Yep.
I'm glad you're able to make it, Dana.
Yes.
So she's got her May bag. Let me make you big.
Okay.
Where's the solo layout?
Here we go. Oh, and let me get this.
There we go.
My little ladybug dish.
That's right. Because, guys, I found a second ladybug dish. And I left it with my sister so she can show us what's in here, too. Oh, it's the crystals.
It is crystals. Okay, this is going to be really interesting. It's funny because I was actually just looking at these. I swear I was just looking at these because they were like going soon or they were on the weekly specials or something. That's the number in case they still have some, who knows. But this actually has two bigs or one big and two littles. But look at that sparkle, and they're purpley, like teal. Oh, they're so pretty.
Purchased separately.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, ooh, they go together.
They absolutely go together. So I might have to, even if I only have time for the one during the live, I might have to do a whole set and send it to Becky so she can post it for everybody to see.
Right?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at.
Thank you, Dana. And then also in the crystals, there's these coin beads.
Okay, yeah, they're the faceted crystal triangle beads.
Faceted crystal triangle beads. Are they still there? I swear I just saw them and I was considering them.
Yeah, I'm finding a link. Which one is yours? What's
the number is 3770. Chris 3770. And yes, thank you, Dana. I also think that it just feels nice, but it's just super natural. You can't see it right now. I'm gesturing towards my necklace while we're talking about it.
Okay, that is the Vitrol Light. That's the name of it. And I'll put a link in chat if any of y'all want to see. And
then there are these little AB crystal discs, some check glass AB crystal discs that also catch so much of the same light. This looks like a strand of, is this amethyst, Becky? Or some kind of quartz, maybe? They've got some purplies in them.
Oh yeah, that's that light amethyst.
Yeah, it's a light amethyst. And then some seed beads too, to kind of go along with it. Oh boy, I have some thinking to do because Becky didn't even remember what was in here. So we didn't know like, okay, what direction could I possibly want to go with this? And now I'm going to have to think about this for a little bit. Because this is really interesting. We were gonna like ask about metals, but I feel like this needs the silver treatment.
Okay. So
maybe.
I
don't know. Dana thinks I'm brave because I'm just doing this on the fly. Oh, thank you.
That's why it's a challenge,
Tina. Yeah, Becky actually had two, so she brought me one, but she found the link to
found it. Let me find it. I'll put that in chat.
They're handcrafted in like I think Seattle area. So Portland. Okay. Yes. Mom's voting I do a necklace.
Okay.
I think a necklace is going to need to be the thing.
Yeah, so we might not even need to do a poll.
Yeah, because I was going to do a poll like, hey, which metal way should I go with this? But I can't see this. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? This kind of screams go with like silver findings, right?
I think either silver or like stainless steel, maybe.
Stainless steel. I do have a little bit of gunmetal.
Ooh, copper might go good with that. That's a really good suggestion, Beth.
Oh. I don't know. Let me see. Like the copper that I have is like the dark antique copper. I don't have bright copper. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's the idea. Is I definitely will. I'll add from my stash, Mom. Becky gives me the beads and maybe the focals, and then I kind of go from there. I'm thinking this needs. I don't know. What do you guys think? Gunmetal or silver? I don't have a whole lot of gunmetal to add, which means like this is what's going to be most of it. But like my crimp beads, my ear wires, those things would be gunmetal. I don't know if I have a gunmetal clasp. That might be where I have a sticking point, because it's really hard to find gunmetal findings, especially gunmetal findings that are nickel free.
Right.
Yes, because I don't have gunmetal wire, but I do have some gunmetal pins. I might be able to cut one of those and fashion a something. We've got a lot of people saying silver though. Silver's
There
going to
are
be
a bunch of people saying
I
silver.
do have a lot of silver options. And I don't know why my mat is so dark. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh yeah, the gunmetal won't show as much as the silver will.
Yeah. And the silver will have another opportunity for some flash that you get from the crystals. So, okay. So, I think we're going to do silver. Should I go ahead and do, so here's the question. We thought we were going to have time and need to do a poll, but that's not really the thing at the moment. I also promised everybody last night, because there was the conversation of Becky's orphan that she got, to show you my orphan and what I got. So that she bought for me.
Do the orphan first before she does the necklace, or do the orphan after the necklace? What do you guys think? This is from Gemstone Orphanage, by the way.
Yes.
Before, you got one vote for before.
Relax.
You got one vote for after.
Chatting. Yeah. Oh, 2 votes for
Another vote for after.
Another
vote for before.
Oh no.
Do we need orphan first?
Orphan first. Gosh, it's almost half and a half. Maybe that's the poll we need to do, but it might take a little too long to run the poll.
I'm keeping count.
Barbara also voted for before.
Right? So far, it's 4 for before, 2 for after. Anyone else want to weigh in?
It won't take very long, whichever way we go.
Another before? Yeah, we're not going to go through the whole thing.
Okay, I'm going to move these out of the way just so that
we're going before.
Not distracting stuff. But I've got, so Becky went to the adoption option, and she was only going to buy one orphan. That she's like, this is all I'm going to do, and everything else. And then let me make sure.
Speaking of the Gemstone Orphanage, Jenny, Danielle Wicks just shared that they have a special Danielle Wicks themed orphans that are available.
Oh, like they did for the Beckys.
Yeah, just like they did for Becky's. Guys, I'll get a link for that. Let me grab that while Jenny shows you that.
I'm trying to show you. So it's a donut shape. It's larvacite, which is a labradorite cousin. And it just has this beautiful flash in it. I love the flash. So when I do make this, I'm going to do something very simple so that I don't lose those little pockets of light from the flash. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah. So that is really pretty. And she got me the dress up bag, and Debbie was really sweet and went through and found out which components were nickel free that I could use. So there's a pinch bail and some fans and some jump rings that I can use. And these beads, those are all nickel free. And then there's these larvacite rounds. So they also have a little bit of flash that's harder to pick up right now. And then these are sodalite, I think. Sodalite. Oh, that's right. And there's an additional larvacite pendant. Hold on. Too much in the background. See if I can get it to flash. Not sure where the flash points are on that. There's a little bit, but that's probably the one. I might use the pinch, but that's got some hematite and some seed beads that can go with it. And then it's got several shapes of blue goldstone. And you know me and like moody blues and grays and everything. And then for those of you who were here when I was talking about the companion bundle for April, and they had those beads, and I'm like, I seriously bought these beads for it. They have them, but they're heart shaped. Look at those. The shine on those things. So much shine on them.
So pretty.
And then some crystals and some 2-hole beads to go in that, to round out that dress up kit. And then there was an added little bundle that had this cabochon and turquoise colored set that has some really pretty glass beads like this guy here. Get that crystal out of the way. So yeah, that was the present from my sister. It was the orphan, which is this beautiful guy here. Some more of that.
And then a whole bunch of stuff.
And then a whole bunch of stuff to dress it up and to do another project with it. And so it was very generous of Becky to think of me and snag these for me so that I could have these. Yes.
Very cool.
Lovely.
The link that I just put into chat, by the way, that was the one for the Danielle Wicks boxes that have the, I think it's moss agate. And they're super pretty. But Danielle also has a coupon. It's Danny10 and it'll get you 10% off.
Oh no, it had to be moss agate, isn't it? I was just thinking I needed more greenstone.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Jenny.
I need it for my husband. It's his favorite color. Green is his favorite color. It's also, I mean, it's also a solid color for me too, but like my eyes are green. Yeah. So like green is a color. But man, I was just thinking, and we were just looking at some moss agate that was so pretty. So shoot me that link because I can't follow it right now, Becky.
I will send it to you.
Okay, thank you. Okay. I need to look at this guy. See, that was really pretty short.
Yeah, now we can get on to making stuff.
Yes. Okay, so I am digging a little bit. I've got a giant pile of findings next to me. Some of it is sorted, some of it's not. So I'm going to dig for just a minute. I'm probably going to go simple with the clasp and do Carol, just like a silver magnetic.
Email Debbie, and she could probably issue you a little refund. She's really sweet about stuff like that.
Dana says I'll have to buy more beads.
Oh no. What a terrible situation.
What a terrible situation. I also like the idea of keeping what I do add to be fairly simple. I'll need some jump rings. I'm hoping I have one big enough to go through this pendant, but I probably don't. I'll probably.
Well, didn't you get some jump rings that were like 7mm?
I got some that were
7 or 8.
I got some that were big fatties, like this guy right here. That's a big fatty.
Yeah, that's going to be big enough.
Yep. Okay. I'll get more as I need them. So I've got my jump rings. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Am I going to do another make with Becky where I don't do dangles? I might. I don't know that this one is lending itself to dangles.
No.
But I think that it does need to be strung on getting my beading wire out. This is the sterling silver color.
Ooh, silver color.
It's kind of white but shimmery.
Oh, Jenny, you need a new spool.
I know I've ordered one. It's arriving on Tuesday.
Yay, good.
That's one of the ones that I got because I loved it. This came in
Because
the
you use it.
Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend design challenge kit, and I fell in love with it. And I thought I ordered it on my next order, but I didn't. I ordered the plain white. And so I've since ordered more. I think that's the best color match for what I've got. So I will just be doing a necklace. I won't be trying to do a bracelet because I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough, and I want to make sure. And I'm thinking for the spaces.
You can always do a bracelet later if you have enough beads.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost gone, Dana. I looked before the live and there were only like 9 left. So it really is almost gone. Yes.
Hi, Cynthia. I'm glad you're here. Jenny is making a necklace with a surprise packet of beads that I put together for her. And then I forgot what was in it until she opened it just now.
Yep. I think that's it. I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple and just use the sterling silver, like these ball-shaped ones where I need spacers. And just really honestly let the crystal shine. I might or might not, because Becky's giving me stuff to choose from. I don't have to use everything. I may or may not
use not part of the challenge.
The amethyst. There's other places that I currently have some amethyst in different sizes that this would add so nicely to what I've got. So I may or may not use those, but I kind of want to, I'll play around a little bit and string them. But the first thing I'm going to do is get this, this guy on a ring. So yeah, that's the first thing. Oh, and get my sterling silver ear wires out. Okay. But let's see if this is a good size.
And Jenny's using the set of tools that I got her.
Oh yes, it's this Casual Comfort, and it's a, I think it's technically like a 7-piece set, but it's like four pliers, snips, and tweezers. And three pliers, snips, tweezers, and cutters. But I don't use those cutters. I use the flush ones that Becky got me.
Yeah, they're my favorite tools to use. I love them. I've got a review of them. And that's also a link to them on Amazon.
Oh, it's so close. Let's see if I can, I have to kind of wiggle it on, but
yay, it works.
It worked. I think it worked. It's actually quite fat, like where it goes through. So I wasn't sure if it would be too round over that distance, but that seemed to have worked.
Yay. That's so great. It makes me happy.
And actually I am going to want some small beads to go alongside where I do that. So maybe I will incorporate the seed beads. I'm going to pour some of those out and have that be a maybe. Like I said, I'll just be playing with it a little bit.
Yeah, when I put it together, it was like, this might go with it. She might like this. You know,
I do like that color.
Picking out little bits that I thought would look great together.
Okay. That is the downside to having like a bag of seed beads instead of a little vial of them.
Yeah, it's too bad that you probably don't have any little tiny Ziploc bags to put things into.
Oh,
anywhere.
That's a good point. Where I just policed. There we go. Such a shame. Such a shame.
Hi, Leanna. I'm glad you're here. Hello, Soul Adventurers.
Okay.
So, just to catch up, everybody who just joined us, I had put together some beads and things for my stash for Jenny to open as a surprise. And this is her May bundle that she opened. And it's got all these little crystal things that I had pulled out of my stash, and she's going to make a necklace with them.
And it's hard to see. Like my camera's making this darker than it really is, but gosh, look how gorgeous that is.
Yeah, it looks
purple and blue flash.
Purple and blue. The picture on Beadbox Bargains looks really cute. It looks really great.
And this one's reading a little bit more blue, and this one's reading a little bit more purple, and I'm not mad about that.
It's dynamic.
And then there's some pretty seed beads and some crystal discs, some amethyst faceted rounds that I may set aside and use somewhere else, because I feel like I want things. These are although they have the flash from the faceting, they're slightly matte, which I love, but maybe I'm going to steal these for something else. So yeah, I'm gonna just start.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Bridget. Sorry, there were other people who joined. Hello. I've been watching chat, but not like stopping my train of thought because I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. Oh no, where did Becky go? She's hiding. Maybe?
I was just trying to work out how to like.
There's a little insect that keeps flying at my face now. Oh no.
I need to let Ellen out. She is whining.
I hear her whining, so I'm going to talk to your friends. Friends.
Yes, you talk to my friends. I will be back.
So I'm going to go ahead and use this. Oh, I should have. No, I've got them right here. I got myself a little cart that I could just reach into and get the things I need, and I keep forgetting that I have that right here. So I'm just going to get a little bead stopper because I strung something on a spool that was almost done and just expected it to stay attached because it's lightly attached, and it didn't. So just making sure that's enough to necklace. Yep. And it didn't, and I lost like half of what I did and had to redo it. Yes. Oh, thank you, Liana. Oh, yes. You can be my friend. I'm all of your friends too. I know Becky always says hi, friends. So like. It's Becky and Jenny. But I just in case that starts to come loose, I've got a stopper in case I need it. Oh, well, that would be nice, Dana, if you get some inspiration from this. I hope that what I make is inspiring. I'm totally just doing this on the fly, but you all know that. I am going to, because I want it to have a little bit of clearance from the other beads, especially. Hi, Heather. Oh, I'm just getting started. This was the kit that I got from Becky for May, and it's got these crystal beads. I've added the silver, these crystal discs as well. These really pretty, like almost lilac colored seed beads. It also has these amethysts, which I'm stealing and using elsewhere. And
You're not stealing. I gave them to you.
AB discs. So like that's what I am trying to make from. If you want to see the orphan that Becky bought me, I opened that up at the beginning, and you can absolutely catch that on replay if you want to see the orphan. Mm-hmm. It's very pretty, has a lot of flash, and it's so Jenny because it's moody blues, moody grays and blues, which is so me.
Heather, I'm sorry you had a rough day. I'm glad you're here, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, Leanna, I've got some ideas for some amethyst, especially this light amethyst that is kind of kicking around, but having various sizes is important. That's been a stumbling block. So getting these smaller ones and setting those aside, yeah, that makes me excited. Oh, man. So just hang out with us and recover from your bad day by, doing this whole thing.
Enjoy the beads. I'm glad you're here, though.
Yes.
That's right. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anybody in chat while I was gone.
So, and I'm sorry if the focusing isn't great. I don't do this professionally like my sister.
It's fine.
I'm just doing like 10 seed beads here that this is going to kind of slide around in between. So it's got a little bit of movement and space. I don't want anything. It's too big of a ring for me to put a large bead there to make it stop moving. But I also don't want anything cluttering the space around it. So I feel like 10 gives me that clearance that when I actually put it together, it'll just, we'll see. I could be completely wrong. I could be.
No, I think you're probably right. You have a really good eye for like composition.
Yes. And this, my sister, is on the dratted wire.
I know. Sorry.
That's okay. I will get rid of the dratted wire and it's going to go somewhere else that's more fun. These beads will when we're done. So I'm just going to pull them all off in that case. I'm not going to try to keep anything on the strand. And honestly, these are going to be the bulk of my necklace, I think, the chain. So not the chain, but the strung portion.
The crystals.
Yes. They're all crystals.
Hi, Kathy. I'm glad you could make it too.
Aww.
Just to catch you up, Jenny is making a necklace with the little bundle from my stash that I made for her for May.
I don't know what it's doing. Okay, here we go. Okay, with these wonderful little crystal discs and crystal triangles and some findings from my own stash. And it's just going to be such sparkly goodness. I love it. Not at all what I was expecting when I opened it. But I had been eyeing these crystal triangles. And so I'm really happy I get a set. I didn't have to buy it after all. So, and there is enough to do a necklace and earrings. If I don't finish the necklace with enough times to do the earrings, I'll take a picture of it with the earrings and send that to Becky so that she can post in her channel and you can all see.
Yeah, I'll share it.
And I'll probably also post it in the Beadbox Bargains or Bargain Beadbox Creative Corner because that's where most of these components come from. In fact, everything but the wire, I think, is from them. So yeah, so it's appropriate. But
hi, Danielle. So if you missed the beginning, Jenny opened up the little bundle. So all of the things that you see on the mat were the stash bundle that I made for her with beads for my stash. And that's what she's creating with. She also opened up the gemstone orphan that I bought her from the Gemstone Orphanage adoption auction. And she just showed it off earlier. So you can watch on replay if you want to see what was in that.
I've changed my mind. I don't really want it to slide around very much. So I need the large one here because that's what fits in that diameter because it's quite chunky. But I do want a smaller ring to actually attach it to the wire. So I'm going to use a series of jump rings to do what I need. So I'll have a tiny one to actually string on the wire and probably a medium one so it'll kind of graduate up to it that will orient it the right direction.
I like that. That's a really good idea.
So,
oh, hi, Chris. Beth, thanks for telling folks what was going on. Appreciate you spreading the news.
Yeah, I could make a jump ring out of the soft flex too. I just feel like this might be simpler for the time that we have. So,
I think so.
And it's possible that I should have gone a different direction and maybe do two small ones to change it, which direction it goes. But I don't know. It felt like it needed, oh, come on, snip over. It's almost flush. It just hasn't got there yet. There we go.
Hi, Tina. Glad you're here.
And then this is probably more fussy than I need it to be, but that's okay.
Elsie asked a question about how you organize your cart. She is still looking to organize hers.
Okay, so
Would you mind sharing with a photo?
I can do that. I can take. Do you want me to take a picture, or do you want me to just take my camera and show them?
I mean, you could, but then you'd have to get it all
arranged again
there afterwards.
Well, no, the arm is where it needs to be. It's just taking it out of here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can just rotate it, I guess.
Okay, it's not great lighting, friends, but this is just like, I want to say it's like $45 or $50 cart I got on Amazon. And it's got 3 drawers that are this black mesh, so I can see what's in it. You can see the bright colors in there.
Hi, Gail and Miranda.
And then in the top,
Jenny's showing off her cart organization.
These dividers. Let me move some things out of the way so that I can, but I've got, like, it's got these dividers, like 9 dividers. So this is like my frequently reached tools, my stuff that I don't want to get tucked in a drawer, my wire. That's the Becky stash. That's all the findings that I've gotten that is not nickel free. So that's going to go to Becky. But then you can open these drawers. And I've got the organizers that Becky does her organizing in. These are the 15 grid organizers. And they're loosely in here enough that I can flip through and see what I've got and pull it out farther. This next one underneath.
That's why I love those organizers.
Yeah, underneath this feeding board, I have some of the larger organizers and a few more of the 15 grid as well, where I have more like stash type things. Like this is all like findings and stuff. Findings and pendants. Not findings, more pendants. This is a little bundle I put together that was from my mom's beads. And I have some very fun plans for those, especially like mermaidy things.
Yes.
And some check glass and stuff like that. So I actually don't have anything in the bottom drawer at the moment, but this makes it so I don't have like a crafting space per se. I'm just rotating this so that I can get it attached back. I don't have a crafting space per se. And so this is how I have access to the things that I need, while also, is that right? Yeah, that is right. But within reach. So I can have the cart with me in the living room if I'm sitting and watching a show, or visiting with Becky, or just have Becky on in the background while I make things and sit comfortably. But I can also roll it in here to the kitchen where I have this set up for doing a live with her. But I don't have to go and gather all the things I need because I can get them out of my cart, the frequently used stuff. So yeah.
That's Jenny's cart. She said she got it from Amazon.
I did get it from Amazon. So I will pull up my order history and get the link, and Becky will post that in the group. Or actually, she'll probably post it in the comments of this video. Maybe?
Maybe.
That's what you do? So it's
not in the comments, in the description.
The description, yes, the description. Sorry. I knew there was a word. My brain wasn't doing it. This is all coming unspooled.
I'll share the link to the cart. I'll do a community post.
There you go. There you go.
Go grab one if you need one.
Because it's like, I have another cart that I use for painting, but it's more solid shelves, like bin type shapes. And I really wanted to be able to see in it. And the mesh on these, while it's black, is a wide enough mesh that you can clearly like just look in and see the colors, and like whichever one I'm wanting to be inspired by, I put in the front of that row. I just move them around and put the one I want to be inspired by in the front of that row so that I can look at it and be thinking about it.
I love that.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
It is a never-ending task. It absolutely is.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm working on finding organization. So hopefully I'll have some stuff to share with you when I do a video with, or a live with Danielle. We're going to be talking about finding organization. So hopefully.
I'm just experimenting at this point.
Oh, I'm glad you found that, Julie.
Oh, good.
Yep.
I'm just experimenting at this point, just kind of stringing things on together and seeing how I like them together. I don't want to do just 2 seed beads at a time. And I'm not as pro as some of you, like picking up the seed beads with your wire. I know you can do it, but I end up flipping them everywhere, or they slide right back off or whatever. So I'm just doing it a little differently. I'll get a little bit strung and then we'll take a look at it and see what we think. How's that sound?
I think that sounds like a great idea.
I was going to leave these seed beads out, but now I'm really happy that I'm including them.
I'm glad I included it in there too.
I feel like it's going to get, it adds some color where we need color, but also I think it's going to give the crystals the opportunity they need to just be the shining stars in this. So
I like that.
I'm
a short trip to Nutty. Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Oh, Becky. And now it's running through my head, but copyright, and I can't say it. No getting our video stuck.
Watch television during a certain period of time has it running through their head.
If you're Gen X and watched Saturday morning cartoons around the same time we did,
love this. I'm just watching you make stuff.
So I'm kind of digging this. I'm going to get it up closer to the camera. Hang on, guys. So I've got and it's going to hang. You can kind of see a little bit of the drape. So it will hang a little bit below, which I kind of like. Mm-hmm. Turn the right way. Yes, that way. But then with the silver spacers and the crystal discs, what do you guys think?
I love it.
What do you guys think? Am I on the right track with this?
I love it. Jenny, do you know what? It's whatever you want to make.
Yeah, but they also like to do I like their input. Because you guys aren't just here to watch me make something. You're here to hang out and be part of this.
Okay, we've got some advice here. The best advice for organizing is to do it from the beginning. You are correct. Don't wait until you have, is that 15,000? And no idea what they are or where they came from. Oh boy. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is correct.
We've got pretties, beautifuls. Okay, so I'm doing good. Right, whatever you like. Yep. It doesn't look atrocious. You would tell me if it looked atrocious, right? Right, friends?
Yes. Yes.
But
do we remember the TGIF shows?
Oh,
we do like yes. Family Matters and Full House and all of them.
Oh gosh, the TGIF shows. Yep.
I am a bead collector. I also make things with my collection.
They're 2 separate hobbies, and there's nothing wrong with either of them. Just to put that out there, to make that statement right now for anybody who needs to hear it. Nothing wrong with either of those hobbies.
No, I'm like that with most of my crafts too. I'm like, you know what? I just need all of the things that go with this. So I get so much yarn for my knitting. So many beads for my beading. Get so many tools because I'm like, ooh, maybe this gadget will be fun to play with or something, which is good because then I can try it out and then tell y'all if it's good or if it's not, you know?
They're so pretty, Leanna. I love them too. I love them too. So
ooh, yes. Those they're so flashy. I love that.
Yeah.
I get bead FOMO too. I'm like, oh, I need to have that bead or something.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, but what am I going to make with it?
Nothing
figure it
gets
out
me
later.
faster than a limited time bundle.
Yeah, that's where they always get
Get it
me.
now?
Food
Yeah.
box bargains.
Uh-huh.
You know what? There are always leftovers. That's right. We do get to have our cake and then, save our little leftover beads in our little leftover bead stash.
This is making me very happy. Very, very happy. I'm going to
I am
shorten
so glad.
crimp though, because it's just kind of going everywhere. And I want to see it where it comes together. So
Good.
One of the bead stoppers that Becky gave me. Becky gives me all kinds of great tools because she's an amazing sister. Set these up here because they're going to be for earrings later. In fact, I have 2 pieces of this wire that I used for other things and cut off. Maybe I'll use them and incorporate them into doing these instead of doing, I might use the beading wire to do a veil instead of a jump ring. So I don't have to use a large jump ring on my earrings. Oh yeah. Our mom was definitely watching those along with us, June. So you're in good company. Our mom is on the stream or on the in the chat right now too.
Oop, well, I don't think the June box is out for anywhere because we're still in May. So it probably isn't that. So it might just be in order. But I mean, tacos always come first. Let's be real. Tacos first. The beads will wait.
What it might be, because mine was just delivered today, Julie, is mine was the order that I placed for the Mother's Day free gift special thingy. Because that's another thing. Gift with purchase? Okay.
Oh my gosh, Heather, you are an amazing friend.
I don't know why I'm loving this so much. Like I love the moody grays and stuff you get from the crystals, but adding this little bit of like lilac color is just I don't know, it's just lightening it all up and making me smile. Here we go. You can see a little bit better now that I've got a bit more strung. But
just... Yes, that was the perfect. I did it.
You did what?
I made a beautiful bundle for you.
You did make a beautiful bundle. This is Becky's work and my assembly. No, our creativity partners well together.
Oh, Jenny showed me her order earlier, and she got the teapot earring kit. I had actually put an order in before they, like, just like an hour or so before they listed that as one of the things, and I was like, I'm not making a second order. I've already gotten those little teapot findings, so I have them already. So I wasn't going to be feeling any FOMO.
I have some very specific ideas about that, but I can't say them because my mother's in chat, so shh.
Oh, I'm sorry that the shipping is so terrible internationally.
Oh, yes, Danielle, I'm sorry. That's terrible.
That's terrible. What about John Bead? Because they have been putting out a monthly box, haven't they? And that doesn't ship from the US, that ships from Canada. So that would be within country for you. Do you get that?
Yes, Heather.
Yes, we're gonna be putting stuff together. Don't worry.
I have that box. It's on the top shelf.
Yeah, the Curiosities box. That's from John Bead. I haven't opened it up yet. I haven't gotten one, but I'm really glad they've got some bead boxes that don't have to ship from the US for our Canadian friends. Oh, yep. Dana, DD Beads is in Canada. I almost said Canada. Canada. Yeah, they're in there too.
For those wondering, that box I just showed was the goodies that Heather sent in time for Becky to come and share with me when last time she came.
I bought those beads not specifically for Jenny. They were things that I had purchased because I was like, ooh, I need those. And, they sit in my stash and I get busy making other things. But I went through all my stash and I picked out beads from my stash specifically for Jenny so that I could make little packages that she could open up every month.
Like this.
And this is the May one. Yep.
But
Barbara, I sell jewelry. I just make tutorials. So my only website is my YouTube channel. That's it. I know Beadbox Bargains is a very unique in the whole beading world. Like there's a reason why they're the most popular one.
There's so much to love about them, but the number one reason why I chose them, besides them having amazing offerings, is that they're very dedicated to, if they have the information on metal content, it's available to us. So I don't have to guess or wonder or assume that I can't use an item if I can verify if it's, nickel free or not. So I love them for that reason, but also yes. I love their beads.
I love their prices on their beads. Like,
yes, that too.
So good.
It's closeout, so it's always changing. And so like there's certain staples that they try to keep in as much as they can, but it's constantly changing and being updated. I probably should check the length on this soon.
Probably. Jenny, like me, likes shorter necklaces.
I do. I like them to sit kind of like this, where it's just not choker, but like where it rests against my collarbone, like where the, yeah, we're both doing.
That same area.
Yeah.
June, that is fantastic news. I love that you made things for your granddaughters. My grandma gave me jewelry when it was some of my favorite things. It's kind of funny how I didn't learn any jewelry making from her directly, but she would do beading and she would do stuff, and my aunt did beading, and I didn't learn directly from her either, and I wish I had, because I didn't really get more involved in it until after my aunt passed away. And so it feels a little bit like I'm carrying on a little bit of a family tradition by making
the mantle a little bit.
And Jenny is doing it too because she is a family of we're family makers.
We are.
We make things.
We were raised to make. Okay, so here at the end,
we were raised to make. Yep.
Here at the end, I'm doing. I'm not using as much of the crystals right at the very back, just to keep that simple. But I think this is about how long I want it to be. Should I end it on?
Hi, Scott.
I'm not going to end it on that. I'm going to end it on a seed bead because I'm going to crimp. Honestly, Julie, without, being in their business and knowing their business, I think it's just because they're so big and they do such a big volume of it that they're fine with making a small amount of profit on each thing because A, they're hooking everybody up, and B, that's their whole thing, is that this is the question about how does bargain beadbox make money. They pass on the savings to us, but then, you know, they do so much volume. For example, the companion bundle that is, I think, either sold out or about to be sold out. There were, when it released yesterday at 3:00 on Central Time, there were at least 375 at start, maybe 400. Some people might have got on there before me and seen a higher number, but there's a lot, and now they're gone. Yeah, and they get really great deals on the closeouts, as Chris says.
Current stock 9. Sorry, Dana, don't look.
That's what I saw earlier. Yeah, don't look, Dana.
Don't look, Dana.
Where did my crimpers go? I had them here. Oh, and then I set a bunch of things on top of them.
I do that. I definitely do that.
And Becky would describe to you how she uses her crimper, but that's in every one of her videos, and she teaches you that.
You can watch that later. But yeah. Mom, that is absolutely correct. I have to do stuff with my hands because, and I realize that it's because I have parts of my brain that are constantly churning, constantly thinking of things, constantly going everywhere. And if I can't calm that with something, then it's hard for me to concentrate on something else. So when I'm driving, I have to have music. Music calms that, like, that's the static in my brain. So that lets me concentrate on driving. If I'm watching something, having my hands busy with something calms the static. It keeps me, that little busy part of my brain engaged. So the front part of my brain, the aware part of my brain, can handle it and can actually pay attention. When I'm in meetings, I will doodle or just write words, random words that I'm hearing or something. I don't really take notes that I refer to, but it looks professional that I take notes in meetings. It just, having something to do helps me concentrate on something else. So whether I doodle or whether I just write random phrases that somebody is saying while I'm in a meeting, it helps me pay attention better. So yeah, busy hands is peaceful minds.
I didn't run out, but I do still have more coming.
Oh, Ellen, I gotta go let her in.
Okay, Chris. So the first magical crimper that I used was one that Becky ordered for me and sent to me, and it was terrible. It was actually like not made correctly. You could actually see if you looked close enough that it was out of balance. And so I just didn't use it for a year since she got it for me. And then we realized that was what was happening because she came and used it and says, oh, this is a bad crimper. So then I got a new one. And that one was better. I could occasionally get good crimps. But it was, in fact, I've got it here. No, I don't. It's on the table. So the other table. But I had the but it would still have problems. I'd still end up with a lot of mangled crimps, and it's a little bit wider. Like this is smaller width wise right there. So what I was doing is I probably wasn't centering it very well, which is why it could crimp well, but I couldn't crimp well consistently. So Becky had forgotten her crimpers. She thought that she forgot them at my house. No, she just forgot them in the bottom of her purse. So she found them.
I finally found them at the bottom of my purse when I was visiting her again.
Yes. So she finally did. These are Becky's original magic crimpers, the ones that she's been using that she had to since replace. And so these are the ones that she left for me to use. And I have only mangled one crimp in like weeks of making things with this one. So this one is working better for me because I can see, because it's that narrower point and I can center it better. So I don't know if that will help you, Chris, or not, but yeah. And the crimps you use definitely matters. I think Dana said something about that. Yeah.
Yeah. The copper crimps are really great because they have thicker walls than the silver ones do. The silver ones still have thick walls and they're great for that, but the copper ones are much more solid and they take the wonkiness, if it's not quite centered, a little easier. So they're easier to feel when you start getting that round ball when you're doing it.
June, you mentioned check my pattern. Is it because of the way I ended it here with 2 silvers and no crystal? Or is it something else? Did I miss something else? I did miss something else. I see that. I have 2 silvers here with no crystal. Well, I guess it's a good thing I'm close to that mistake because I can fix it from here.
Thank you, Jenny, for being aware. I called you Jenny. You're June. It starts with a J. It's fine.
June. Yeah. This is the one you're talking about, right, June? Here. I'm just waiting for confirmation. Sorry, it's not focusing well. Yes. Okay. I'm fixing it right now. Thank you so much, June. Thank you. Thank you. Because you're right. I did miss that.
Oh, I missed that. I was letting my dog in when you said that. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that.
I would have hated it, especially because it'd be right at the front and it would bother me if I did it, if I'd crimped it and finished it, I would have restrung the whole thing. So thank you for catching it. And
it's super helpful.
It is super helpful.
Yes, guys, if you watch Jody, or even if you've never seen Jody, check out the Beating Besties tomorrow night with Heather. I will be there, Heather. Not on camera, but in the chat. I will be watching y'all.
I don't know. The yelling got my attention, so it worked.
Let me grab a link to your channel, actually.
Rather than refigure it all, I'm just adding in the basically 4 beads that I missed with that mistake that I made. So it's just going to be a little bit longer than I normally do, but that's not a bad thing. So, nope, not there. I'm going to do it here. Okay. I have to check to make sure that this is going to work. I'm going to add a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay, that link I put in, that's the live that Heather has with Jody. You can hit notify me on that so that you don't miss it. All right, but I just had a question about some other crimps. Those are the ones where it's like a little ball and it's got a part of it that's sticking out, and then you just crunch it down with your pliers in order to crimp it. And I tried some out, and maybe it's the kind that I had, but I had to squeeze really hard to get it to work.
I have a tip for that, Becky.
What is it?
I was watching Lauren do a tutorial, Lauren Fenty from Bargain Bead Box. She did a tutorial and she was using those crimp beads. And she said that if you're having to exert pressure, your positioning is wrong. And you just need to adjust your position until it pops in easily.
Okay.
There was more details on it.
Like when I would change the way I would do it, it would slip out of my pliers. It would just pop right out. So maybe I'll need to try those again.
Yeah, that it's like that it's very straight up and down where you're compressing it. If it's at any angle at all, then it won't. It will have a lot of resistance. So
okay, that is really good to know.
Resistance.
I'm going to retry those.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Because I mean, they're a really good solution if you're having trouble with magical crimpers, or you don't like the taco crimps, or doing crimp covers, especially because they're basically all in one. Nice little round ball, look like a bead. I was hoping that they would work for me, and when I tried them out and it was really difficult, I was disappointed.
Yeah,
so I will try again.
Yeah, give them another try. That was what she did. I'm trying to remember what tutorial it was. It was one like last month. It wasn't that long ago. It was with the April box. She made something with the April box, and she used those crimps and had that advice.
Okay.
Okay, June, I need your talent. You were right. You have a talent for it. Your eagle eyes. Just because I put the pendant back on. Do you see problems with my pattern? Here, I intentionally stop using the crystals, but.
Okay, there's more advice for those crimps from Danielle, where they use them. They're easy with the round part of the crimping pliers, not the part where you make the taco, but closer to the end. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I'll try it with those, because I've got these Xuron pliers. These are crimping pliers, so maybe they would be good.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out, Tina. All right. And Heather also put a link in the chat to some other crimps. Those are the easy crimps. Is that what those ones are? Because I actually got some of those, but I haven't tried them out either. So I might do a let's try out new or different crimping styles sort of a video. What do you guys think? Just various crimping styles. And we'll use some of these easy crimps. We'll use some of those the little round things, and I'll try it out. We'll see if it works better for me the second time.
We'll see how I do. I had to do a little bit of restringing because I missed that part of my pattern.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're going to have time for me to make earrings. Earrings are fairly quick, but we'll see. If not, I can always make them and just add them with the picture.
You can always make the earrings and add them later. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that, Jenny. I like how spacing out the different elements with those seed beads just really helps them pop.
Yeah, there we go. I could get a little bit of flash. There we go. Lifting my mat to show. See, like how pretty is that going to be worn, right?
That will be so pretty.
So,
you know, one of the things that I've been playing around in my head is like kind of a crimp off. I have weights in my garage because I was a competitive powerlifter for a while. And I was thinking about doing just little loops with a couple of crimps, same wire for all of them, but use different crimps or different crimping styles, and just see which one lasts the longest with some weight on it. and write it down, because if you don't write down your results, it's just screwing around and not actually science.
Science,
but
Becky.
doing something like that, it would be work, but it might be informative to find out which ones hold the best.
Especially because you do have people, saying, "Oh, well, that won't hold up to a tug test or whatever." You can't argue with weights trying to pull it open.
Bridget, you noticed our hair is almost matchy.
Almost.
She wanted peach hair.
Thank you, Julie and June. Thank you so much. Yeah, when Becky came last time, which was 3 weeks ago? Is that when that was?
I think so.
It was last month. It was middle of last month.
Yeah.
It was a month ago. A month ago. Becky mixed the color, and we ended up mixing more of like the rose gold, which is the color that she has. Someone had voted for peach when we'd asked on one of the lives what color I should go for next. And I'm just comparing to my other side, seeing how many, just making sure I'm not overgoing. And so we did, wait, this is wrong, but that's right. Okay. My wire is a little kinked, and it doesn't usually do that, but it's being a little wonky for me.
It won't kink while you're wearing it.
No.
It'll be fine.
No. But anyway, so she made it that way, but it was very bright. It was super vibrant. I don't know if we have pictures of how bright it was, but we layered. So from the very bold, vibrant pink with slightly leaning peach, as it's been fading out, I've been using like add-in hair dye, color depositing conditioner that's in a strawberry blonde color to get it a little bit more peachy. Yeah. Just to get it a little bit more peachy. Yeah, it's overtone.
Mm-hmm. So it's pretty fun. I only use overtone to color my hair. I mean, I'll bleach it first, but then like the actual color stuff, because it will wash out eventually.
Yeah. Thank you, Julie. We like to have fun. And we like that everybody else here likes to have fun.
I love that you guys like to hang out with us. It makes me really happy.
Yeah, we're at least 2 weeks away from anybody getting the June box. So I'm glad that it's another great, cool order, though. Enjoy it, Julie.
Bead delivery day is always the best day.
Thank you, Danielle. These were ones that Becky chose. I like them. They're kind of a little bit of like, I don't know, a lilac-y color, but they're slightly pearlized. And so they're really sweet, these seed beads.
They're just a soft, dreamy color.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I can do this. The color will be a little bit off because of lighting, but I didn't put them up close to the camera when I got them out. These are the
there
seed
you go.
beads. Yes.
Oh, Leanna, I hope your May box gets here soon. Holy cow.
I had a lot of delays with the April one, so you have my deepest sympathies because I have absolutely been there. Mine went on a 2-week grand tour of the United States, including the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was crazy that they were like, hey, we'll wait 2 weeks to deliver this.
Right?
You can get shipping from China faster. It's true.
We looked it up. I could walk to the sender. Walk.
I literally looked up
time it took to get here.
How far or how long it would take to walk from her house to where they shipped it from. And I think it was 11 days.
It was a long time, but it wasn't 2 weeks. Let's see. Looks like I've got 4 more crystals. I'm nearing the end, so I'm pulling out my last one so that I'm don't lose track.
Oh, rainbow moonstones. I am so excited for you. That's going to be great. Oh. I bet you cannot wait to get home. I hope you don't have another postal strike too.
Yeah.
Oof. All of the boxes.
Whoa.
I didn't even start out getting all of the boxes. I've accumulated subscriptions over time since I started.
You just do such a good job loving the stuff that you use. Like legitimately loving it. And so people also want to get it, Becky.
Yeah. Just, don't break any speed limits when you're going back home. Make sure you get there safely. Hold on.
Yep, I'm getting an echo from you, Becky.
Yep.
Her Bluetooth device might have lost its juice. So she'll fix that and we'll just chat. Heather, you gave me that advice and it has actually improved my deliveries quite a bit by at least a day or two. So I love that advice that you just gave. Once Becky comes back from her technical difficulties, I'm sure she'll pop that up on the screen. But doing the full 9-digit zip code really has helped. It's helped a lot. It doesn't sit as long in Dallas or, it just, things will come early instead of a day or two after the expected delivery. Not all the time, but it's definitely helped. Oh no, I started using crystals from not my pile that I made. Bad, Jenny. Bad, Jenny. Just making sure. Okay, 1 more crystal and 3 more of the silver spacers. Seems box went AWOL. Oh no, Bridget. Have you contacted customer support for that? Oh, Julie. Yeah, Becky she found some organizers that work well for her. Like I've got this one right here from what I showed earlier. This is the 15 grid organizer. It's what she puts most of hers in. If you watch any of her unboxing videos, she always has a link to the organizer she uses in the description. We just get them from Amazon. They're not expensive. They're not like super fancy. They work well for what we're doing. So, yeah, you should check out the links that she has in the descriptions, especially for the, when she does the unboxings or when she makes something, she'll link to the tools. So you can see where she got them. But yeah, the organizers are really great for getting your beads out where you can see them in one place and be inspired instead of just having them, be in your stash. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up a little. I hope that answered your question, Julie. She happens to get those ones from Amazon, but there is a link so you can get the same one she does. Because I'll tell you right now, there are other ones that look the same that are not as good. So you want to make sure you're getting the ones Becky uses. Yeah, Becky and I both live in Texas. I am south of Dallas and Becky's more in central Texas. I don't know if you said specifically. I think you have. She's in the Austin area. So we're about 2.5 hours drive from each other. So when Becky comes for a long weekend, there's a chunk taken for driving, but not like a whole day's worth of driving. She doesn't have to fly to come or anything like that. Okay. Good. Bridget's gonna get another one coming for your absolutely missing. I hope that one gets to you swiftly and safely, Bridget. I think Becky's still getting her stuff. Oh, I hear you, and I do not hear an echo.
Good. Oh man, sorry. I had to my earbuds somehow got disconnected Bluetooth wise, and I had to put them back in their little case and then pull them back out again
to reset them so you could use them. Okay.
Exactly.
We've been chatting about all kinds of things. Yeah. Go ahead. I think the one that I mentioned, Heather had a comment about adding the 4 digits to your zip code. We talked about that a little bit.
I saw that one. Yep.
Yes.
The 4 to the zip code. And then Sam's beadbox. Oh no. And that's what you were just talking to Bridget about. Jesse sending a new one for you.
Yes. Okay. This is the check. I always ask. I love that you guys will spot it. Have I missed anything in my pattern? I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a minute at least before I crimp it, just to make sure that I have a chance to look.
Hi, Rosanna. I'm glad you're here.
The containers, you don't mean, I thought you meant these. The containers that we end up putting the things in. Oh, yeah, June. And there's another one that Becky got that she thought was going to be good, like it was a little bit less cost, but they ended up being terrible.
Yeah, I've tried some cheaper ones and like they wouldn't clasp right and it was driving me crazy. And I went ahead and used them because I had already bought them and spent money on them. But the ones that I usually link in my description are the best ones. They're ones that they work for me just about every time. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think it was Julie. So yeah, we're not talking about the various bead boxes, like where you get the beads from, but the organizers that Becky then puts them into.
Yeah.
These organizers, which I
let me
use.
Grab a link to that.
She does. Yeah. Okay.
They're my favorite organizers.
I'm gonna crimp this. We're gonna call this one.
Ellen, you are okay.
What did I decide to do for?
You do not need to whine about this. Well, Brenda, I'm glad that you made it, but I know we're near the end of the show, but you can definitely catch up. Some of the things that we did at the beginning was Jenny showed the gemstone orphanage that I got her at the adoption auction. That's something that she did at the beginning.
Yeah.
But we had fun.
And I've almost finished making a necklace from my May Seester stash challenge, where Becky pulled things from her stash and bundled them up and said, here, Jenny, see what you can do. So I am seeing what I can do. I add findings from my own. And I may use some or all, or in this case, I'm actually using most of what Becky gave me, but the stuff that she gave me that I'm not using, I will use elsewhere. Not wasted.
I'm so glad that you were so happy with everything that was in that bundle. Even if you didn't use it all in this necklace.
Yes. Yes. Hello, my good girl. Sophie's wandering into the kitchen. Okay. All right. This last crimp. And then I'm going to use some jump rings to attach probably just one of these magnetic clasps. I love a lot of what I've gotten from Bargain Bead Box, but because it's closeout, they don't always have what I need since I have metal allergies. But Becky had found some magnetic clasps on Amazon that are nickel free, and so I went searching for some, and so I'm going to just use some of what I got with this, because that's I want something like
Awesome.
streamlined. Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be selling anything, but I could probably start making some recommendations on things you could put together. Or maybe there might be, it wouldn't be till next year probably, but there is a collab that is being discussed, and I will not talk about it yet. But I've already got themes that I've been thinking about. So, for now. It is so pretty, Jenny.
I'm on the last little bit, so I'm thinking I'm just going to do one of these little flat guys. But I don't want their little hook parts.
I don't know if you guys can hear Ellen.
Her world
is it coming through on the mic?
A little bit.
She's grumping at me because I'm neglecting her. But here's what will happen. I'll go over and give her pets, and then she'll be like, okay, now I'm going to sleep.
So pathetic.
Ellen.
She's the most neglected dog in the world.
The most neglected dog. The most neglected dog. Did you hear that?
Yes. She trilled at us.
I think I've seen pictures of her. Let me grab my other phone real quick. Oh. Wait. Let me see what's going on with that. Where is she? No, you wouldn't be able to see her very well from here. Okay. I thought I'd check. It is so pitiful, isn't it?
Such
a
neglected dog.
Because she is a pity. A pitiful pity. Oh, you've got a dog that yells. Oh my gosh.
Is it a husky?
I've got a dog that yells too. Her name is Natalie, but she doesn't yell all the time. She did yell when my brother was outside working in the backyard because she didn't recognize him. And she was like, you need to get away from my house right now. He lives in this house. So it was really weird. I didn't. I used my own StreamYard still. Sorry, Heather. Oh, thanks, Julie. I have several songs that I have written for my dogs. I have the I'm Not Gonna Kill You Today that I sing when I'm eating chocolate. I have the song that it goes, you're not dying of starvation. You're not dying of starvation. You've eaten several times today. I promise you won't waste away. So there's that song too. I sing a song for Natalie when she just stands at the door and refuses to go outside. It's called You're Letting All the Flies In. In fact, I think I actually recorded that and sold it and posted it on YouTube. What else?
Yeah.
What other songs have I done?
Oh, well, there's all the, what was it? The one you sang for the Good Girls Club.
What was the Good Girls Club one? Oh, all the furry ladies.
Oh.
All the furry ladies. All the furry ladies. It's for all the dogs they're girls. So if you liked it then you should have put some pee on it. It's when they're headed outside.
Well, I just finished the necklace, Leanna. I hope you have a great evening. But if you have just a minute, if you want to swap so that I'll put it on. You guys want to see it on?
Yes, try it on. Leanna, I'm glad you came out tonight. I'm glad that you stayed as long as you did too.
Yes. Make sure I've got this the right direction for the crystal. Crystal this way. Yes.
Oh, that's pretty. Look how it sparkles, guys. I love it. Oh, that's beautiful, Jen. You did a fantastic job.
Yeah. I love it.
So happy.
So pretty. And I will take pictures so you can see it in detail after I've made some earrings to go with it. But I'm so glad you guys came and joined us. We had so much fun. I hope you did too.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Side by side.
I'll go ahead and move that out of the way. We're not using it now. Thank you.
Fine.
Chris.
Well,
it ended up the perfect way.
I'd better go because my dog. And everybody else, thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic night tonight and keep having a great weekend. Heather, I'm sorry you had a hard day. I hope that this helped make it a little bit better.
Me too.
And Heather will have her Beating Besties tomorrow night. So check it out on her channel. And thank you so much, guys. Oh, yes. Why Are You Whining, Ellen? That's the classic song.
Yep. It is the classic.
Good night. Good night. Love you all.
Oh, good. Good
Bye
night.
for now.